let's do some match and or game pick.
What's your best match or game pick?
Game picks, as mentioned, the over-unders for the AFL across the weekend. You've got Melbourne Carlton. Just to quickly check on where that is still sitting. The over-under yesterday was 156.5. That is now back down to 155 with Bet365 at the moment.
Okay.
If you look at CodeBet, the cool thing is you can compare all these odds. What a world. Amazing gear, that one. But it is, you can still actually get 56.5, it looks like, with the over with Top Sport. And yeah, Ladbroke still have under 156.5, $1.88. I'm still going to go the under. Beautiful day in Melbourne. Don't care. I think these two teams are going to struggle. I'll be sitting there. I might have more tins than goals kicked. There's a bet.
I'm hoping it goes over now. Jim's just on the ground.
Well, either way, if there's 12 goals and he consumes 13 tins in 4 quarters of footy, he's in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, during the game, across the night.
Maybe go Carlton goals.
Across the night, I'm the fighting favourite here. For GWS, similar vibes. We're just going to go the over, however, the 175.5. Because I think this was pointed out on the AFL show. The last game was like 211 points.
220.
Yeah, 220, yeah.
Something
and I think
ridiculous.
Both of those offenses should sort of I don't feel like with all the injuries the Port have, obviously, I think there's going to be a goal fest at Adelaide Oval and we'll fly over that over, even though I still think GWS, the line is the
I was surprised they dropped Finlayson as well.
Yeah, what the bloody hell was going on there?
He didn't have a goal the last 2 weeks, but that...
he could play centre-half back.
I know. Anyway. Yeah.
So to just hit on that as well, Carlton are still 6.5-point underdogs and GWS is still 8.5-point underdogs.
Okay.
And there's been a bunch of changes too, as if we're talking about match game picks. The Storm Roosters game, that line has changed dramatically because Jerome Hughes is now not playing for the Storm. So everyone here, which one is injured except for like Cameron Munster and James Tedesco.
Yep. That is now a 7.5 line. But
it was 11.5 yesterday morning.
Yeah.
The under was still 40. It was still pretty low, I think.
Yeah.
Might have started at 42. Now it's down to 39.5. So under's probably still almost the go in that game just because, I don't know, gross. And then for, what was it, Warriors versus Knights.
We're calling overs, Phil and I. We're big on the overs.
I like overs in that one, yeah.
I was still taking New Zealand. No, Newcastle. I've gone Newcastle plus 5.5. I think they cover even if the Warriors still win. But the over-under for that, again, is 40.5. So a bit of an interesting one. A quick couple of ones for the NFL, however. My two favourite NFL over-unders this weekend for your Sunday night betting. Bengals-Ravens, go the under. These teams are just like getting blood out of a stone, I think, at the moment. Bengals looked okay against Houston, but Cincinnati put up 3 points against the Browns defense. There are injuries on the Ravens defense side that makes me pick the Bengals probably to win this game. But the line is like 3.5. So I'd probably still go Ravens plus 3.5. Bengals sneak out a win at home against Baltimore, but that's an AFC North one. Always go the under when it comes to interdivisional stuff for the AFC North. And then the other one, shootout. Let's go. Seahawks, Lions, an NFC shootout for the ages, I reckon. Over 47.5. Couldn't believe that this was so low. Like, the Lions are coming off 10 days rest where they only put up 21 points, but they beat Kansas City.
Yeah.
Don't care. They're going to light this Seahawks defense up that stunk in the second half against a Rams team that I think Alex could start for. Alex, I don't even know how to play it.
I just stand there and stop the other dude running through me. It's pretty simple.
You could probably play quarterback for the Rams.
I was going to say, you're not playing linebacker.
But
got a sick arm too.
I'll talk about the Lions line in a second, but the over is just the clear play. So quick rate my multi for the NFL.
Rate my multi.
You can actually get the James Clement special at Bet. That's right. Indy minus 2.5 over Houston because that's an AFC South, battle royale between two rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Someone has to win.
Really? Do they?
Unless it's the exact same as last year where it was a draw.
Oh, okay.
Watch out. No, I'm still going Indy. They showed me a little bit more. I think I'm taking Indy. Did I go Houston? I can't remember.
You've got both in the run sheet.
Indy minus 2.5 over Houston.
Minus 2.5, yeah. I think I trust Indy just maybe a little bit more. I think I might have written Houston on the side. I better change that. Atlanta plus 2.5 against Green Bay. I think Green Bay is one of those hype teams that we saw in week one where it's like, geez, that could win the NFC North. I think Atlanta at home getting 2.5 points. That offense will be a little bit too much for the Green Bay defense. Detroit, I mentioned this one, 5.5 it was yesterday. It's now 4.5. over Seattle. Seattle were just abysmal last week. Detroit, extra little bit of rest, they should roll. And Chicago, +1.5 against Tampa Bay. That'll get you $15 over at BetR as a boosted James Clements NFL multi. Ooh. Gentlemen, rate that one.
7.
Oh. I'll give it a 9.
Come on.
I like that one. I'll give it a 9.
Thanks, it doesn't include my beloved Tennessee Titans, so 7.
I think the Tennessee one, I still pick Tennessee because I just don't want to go against Tennessee at any point early in the season because they're too well coached. Yeah. Right, Alex, game pick.
Yeah, having a look at some EPL over-unders this weekend. We'll start off with Fulham taking on Luton Town. We're going Fulham and under 2.5 goals, though. I don't really rate either team. I think Luton will be really just prepped up defensively to make sure they don't get blown out of the water. So Fulham and under 2.5 goals is $4. Man City in over 3.5 goals against West Ham. As talked about the EPL show, this could be an absolute shootout. West Ham have suddenly turned into like this awesome attacking team.
It's weird.
Where did this come from? I don't get it. I'm scared of it, but it's fun. And Man City, of course, they just score goals because, they have a sideboard playing for them, $3.30. Brighton, I'm very keen on Brighton or Manchester United. I've been on record saying Manchester United are in trouble. They absolutely stink. Jadon Sancho and Eric Ten Hag are about to have a cage fight. Who would win out of a fight, Jadon Sancho or Eric Ten Hag?
Oh, Ten Hag, absolutely. He's a big
Ten Hag would absolutely rip his face off, 100%. Just that bald Dutchman, he scares me a little bit. But Brighton will still win over 2.5, $3.80. Tottenham over 2.5 against Sheffield United. Sheffield, they stink. Tottenham have been scoring goals. Yay for Ange, $1.70. Arsenal against Everton and under 3.5 goals. I'm going the under because, it's Everton and I hate everything about this, yet I'm still getting $2.45 for the under 3.5. So if Arsenal win 3-0, I'm absolutely laughing with that one. I'm probably going to break my TV watching that one. But anyway, if we can hit the button again for the Rate My Multi, Joe.
Rate My Multi.
Those 5 with the lowest odds of $1.70 comes out to $208.91.
When I scrolled down and saw that you'd done a bit of a multi, I'm like, surely not. Honestly, I actually like all of them, but I might do a few individual ones, I reckon. Yeah. I'm going to big rate my multi.
I actually, to be honest, I love it. My biggest thing is like the fact that Alex is just skipping over the fact that Ange Ball is working a treat and he's just...
He doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want... He's like, happy for Ange.
I'm not allowed...
Just because I was so wrong, it doesn't even matter. Shut up.
No, I never said I was wrong. It's more that I'm not allowed to give Tottenham credit because I hate Tottenham.
Really? To be honest, when I saw the Fulham and under 2.5 against Luton, I'm like, I actually just don't like that one. And I feel like against Luton, even Fulham could maybe score a couple. Man City, love that one. Brighton and over, I love that. Tottenham and over 2.5. Arsenal and under 3.5. You are threading a needle. So
Arsenal haven't won at Goodison Park since 2017, and I think the most goals scored at Goodison between the two since then.
They'll just put 10 behind the ball, probably.
I'm going to hate it. This is like you, Jim. I hate everything about it already. I don't want to watch it, but I'm going to, and it's going to suck.
Nice one. Nice. All right, I do like that multi though.
I'll give it a 7.5. Just
for $208. I mean, why not?
Also, shout out Kyra Cooney Cross, the Matilda signed for Arsenal this morning on transfer deadline day.
Another one. We're just dominating the WSL.
That's 3 Matildas at Arsenal. I think. What do we got? 2 at Man City, a couple at Chelsea, and Mackenzie Arnold at West Ham.
Right, Status guy. I was going to say
Stat guy. I love a bit of attention. Looking at the F1 Singapore Grand Prix is on this weekend. It's known as the hardest track on the calendar. A lot of the drivers don't really like driving there. You've got the Marina Bay Street Circuit. So these street circuits have the really close walls, makes the cars go a bit faster with the wind resistance or something. I'm not going to get into the science about it all, but apparently it's a lot harder. It's the hottest track as well. As soon as they describe, you get your water bottle, you put it in the car, and as soon as it turns to tea, it feels like that's how hot it is over there straight away. And it's really, really hard to drive on. I think experience will play a really big part on this track. Even Supermax, he's raced there, I think, 3 times, hasn't won there. So one of the only, I think, 2 tracks that he hasn't won before. So it's a really tough track. Talking about experience, you can't go past Fernando Alonso, legend of the sport, and he's been really successful in Singapore. He's got 2 race wins and 5 podiums across his career there. I think the podium finish will be where the value is at for this Aston Martin car. He's in a really great car. The Aston Martin AMR 23 has been absolutely awesome with 7 podiums already this year. I think that's 50% of the races this year he's finished on the podium, which is a great effort in that car who was struggling only last year. Alonso loves this track. So $2.62, I think he is to get a podium finish in Singapore. He's already done it 5 times before. He's just got the experience in this really tough track. So I'm going to go Alonso to tear it up this weekend.
Good stuff. I like that a lot, actually. Singapore should be an absolute belter. One of my favorite.
Hoping Max finally loses. He got the record now for 10 wins in a row. So, but we'll see. That's why last week I tipped him to lose, but I'm not going to tip him to lose.
Like, they need to throw in like bananas and rockets like in Mario Kart to make it fun and watchable.
Few red shells, blue shells.
Someone strike lightning, just boom, you're all small.
That would be awesome.
The giant flying bullet they just get to hold on to.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.